So welcome to the Executive Director's Desk today. We are off location and we're at Rebekah's house, which some of you may know about and some of you may not know about. We are grateful. Rhett is here, who is the board president for Rebekah's house. And Rebekah's house basically serves homeless families, 3 homeless families at a time. And so the board of directors of Rebekah's house gave Rebekah's house to Back Bay Mission. So we're very excited because this has been such a huge gap in the services we provide. So MiMi and Raysha are staff at Back Bay Mission. Do you want to share a little bit how important you think housing, gap housing or transitional housing is for homeless families?
Being in the day center, my name is Raysha. I am the day center coordinator. Just watching the individuals that we service on a day-to-day basis come in and experiencing with them on a daily what their need is by not having housing, whether it's for financial reasons or whatever their case might be. This is a great injection into helping them to become independent of some sort, and still be connected to Back Bay, where we can still kind of monitor them and help them with their transitions.
Oh, thank you.
And I am MiMi. I'm the case manager for the Home at Last program, and I feel that this house is going to be beneficial to the families that I do serve, because a lot of times I take homeless clients and put them in permanent supportive housing. So this way, when I have families, they can come here depending on their issues or what they have going on, and they can receive. It's truly a blessing for us to be able to have this home in order for families to become self-sufficient and be able to find a place, a safety net, so to speak, so that they can feel safe and secluded from whatever issues that they have going on. Also, that a mother doesn't have to worry about her children maybe being taken into custody, CPS custody. She can still be able to provide and care for her children. And so I'm super excited, and it's such a blessing once again that they'll be able to come and be a part of Back Bay, and we can help them get on their feet so they will be able to step out into their own and be able to provide for their families on their own.
Yeah, and Raysha, like she said, works at the Micah Day Center, and Raysha's new. You might not have seen her on camera before. Have you been on camera? Maybe?
No.
No. Oh, this is great. So Raysha, 30 days?
30 days. Mr. James, you're counting my days.
I am. And we're overjoyed with both of you, because you've both been really great additions to Back Bay. And Raysha is kind of the front end person that when people come who are unsheltered or have needs, come to the Micah Day Center. And I know we've seen families.
Yes.
And it's a huge need, right? Because there's really no place for families to go.
Right.
And one thing that happens to families, at least in my understanding, is when they're placed in a shelter, if we had an overnight shelter, but if they're placed in a shelter, oftentimes the adolescent boys are not allowed to stay in the shelters. And so here, this will be the whole family, right? They get sheltered together so the family can stay together. And especially like MiMi said, with Child Protective Services, CPS, many of the parents, especially single moms, don't necessarily want to report they're homeless because they don't want their children taken away.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Right, because it's such a difficult system. And MiMi does this really important work of housing folks, and hopefully this will be the kind of program that families can be here for 30 to 60 days while we're getting them housed elsewhere, either through one of our programs, or if they're able to save up enough money for their rent, right, and for their security deposit,
Right.
While they're here. So it's a safe place, and we're really excited about what this means for Back Bay Mission. Any other thoughts you two have about the work that we do or the work you do?
And it's still an opportunity. It's also an opportunity to help them, like we discussed, becoming self-sufficient, but they can, classes can be taught here on how to budget, so that they'll be able to learn to save, banking, investing, so that they will be able to. That's the important thing that we need to do, is have them become self-sufficient. Right, and that's the main goal, so that they can won't find themselves slipping back into the cracks. They can, if they obtain literature or take classes or anything of that nature that'll help them move forward. Not just in this particular program, but the other programs that we have as well. And I just think that's a great start for everybody, because it's nothing like feeling like you have something that's your own. And so I feel like this gives them a foot forward into gaining maybe employment or gaining education, or daycare, whatever's needed to help them get in order to be placed where they need to be.
Yeah, it's all about empowering the individual, empowering the family, and self-sufficiency, because those are critical. And this is like a hop, skip, and a jump for them all.
Yes.
Where folks can maybe find some employment too, to get back on their feet, and I think that's really critical what you're talking about. And then something Rhett said too, you know, this is a place for transitional housing for people to kind of learn the skills they need to live on their own, because sometimes those aren't automatically taught, right? Sometimes we don't automatically learn those.
Yes,
It's a place for kind of life skills and just a safe place, because families need to restart, right? They need to reboot.
Yes, sir.
And I know my family's been in that situation. I'm sure a lot of our staff have experienced that.
Yes.
Yeah. So thank you. MiMi is also new. 2 months? 3?
Yeah, almost 3.
Wow, almost 3 months. And how many folks have you housed at your Home Life program?
6.
6.
Yes.
So you've housed 6 people
Yes, sir.
since you've been here.
Yes, sir.
How crazy is that, right?
60 something days, almost 90 days.
Yeah, so that's so exciting, and we're just excited about that, right? Because that's kind of what it's about, getting people housed, self-sufficiency, safety, helping them thrive, you know, helping them live independently. So thank you both for all the hard work you do.
Thank you.
You have been a couple of our great joys at Back Bay, so thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you all for joining us. Carlin, a little bit too soon. I need to do my out, right? So, and get a picture of Carlin and Meredith back there. Yep, there they are. Okay. But we're really grateful for all the staff at Back Bay, especially the gift of Rebekah's house, because it's really going to provide for a lot of needs and really fill the gaps and help people transition so that they can thrive. So thank you for joining me. Please give a shout out to these lovely women that you met today, and all the people at Back Bay for the good work that we do together. Thank you.